Hey guys, it's your boy Abdul Basit, aka Adibat Design. Welcome to my second YouTube video. This YouTube video, we are going to be treating Corel Draw, and we are going to be treating how to use the basic tools and basic designs of Corel Draw as a beginner. Now, before we begin, I'm going to like to share my screen with you guys so you can see what I'm going to do. But before that, I'm going to show you where to install Corel Draw, where you can get Corel Draw from. I'll get my software from getintopc.com. I'll leave the link in the description button below. But before that, let's see a video on how to install Corel Draw and how to have it on your system. Going to get into PC. You can see where I'm hovering my mouse. Then download. Then make sure you get your system, know if it is 32 or 64 bit before you can download. Make sure it is either 64 or 32 bit, but mine is 64 bit, so you follow the instruction here. 64 bit. Try and off your virus protection setting in your system because of our software is not genuine, so you have to switch it off so you'll be able to install the file and extract it and have the folder completely, because you have some crack gen in it, key gen, generate your key for installation. Your keychain, all you just need to do is copy your serial number, change it, make sure you change it to Corel Draw 2019. You can leave the name section, just copy your serial number, then paste. Next, that's our typical installation. Then wait for it to install. That's it. Corel Draw 2019. Just ignore this. Cancel. But you can still do that later. So I advise you ignore. Then add your activation code. Run it. So basically, these are your Corel Draw. It's going to look like light mode by the time you install it finish. So let's close this. We're moving right into the app Corel Draw. You can see here we have the Corel Draw 2019. This last year update. So I want to install it later, update later. So once you open your Corel Draw, you can see mine is in dark mode. Don't mind me, I'm a fan of dark mode. I know we have some fan of dark mode here. You can basically do that by coming into customization on your Corel Draw, go to setting, customization, theme, change it into black, dark, anything you want it to be, any color. So once you open your Corel Draw, you're going to see something like this. get started, workspace, what's new, learning, gallery, get more. Because I'm offline, so you won't be able to see this. Well, we are not using that. Open new document. First, you might want to rename your project or a document. Let's just give it tutorial. All right, tutorial 1. You can leave it in A4 custom, depend on what you want to do. I always go by my square, 6 by 6, 6 centimeter by 6 centimeter, just like the square. Well, you can use any layout you want for your page, depends on what you're doing. Voila. So here's our page. Here's our page. This is page 1. Fourth, once you open your Corel Draw, this is how your workspace look like. You're going to have different tools by here. These are the tools you use for designing. On the left hand side, where you have your color palette. Here you have your file. You have file to new, edit, view, your layout, effects, bitmap, text, table, tools are same thing that here. Then your window, then the help button. So the first tool we have here is the pick tool. Basically, what the pick tool is meant for is to use to just select item on your workspace. So you have to be able to always know how to use a pick tool. Then we have the shape tool. Under the shape tool, we have smooth, smear, swirl, attract and repel, smudge, roughen, crop, knife, virtual segment. Then we have the free and pick tool and the free transform. Then we have the artistic media tool. This one is for like drawing. It's mostly like a brush, mostly used as a brush. So I basically don't use this tool that much. I think I've used it once. And lesson number 1, always come back to your pick tool when you are through with a design on Corel Draw. Then you have the live sketch. Live sketch, basically for those that have Wacom tab, this live sketch is going to be more useful for them. If you have a Wacom tab, you see it basically changes, give your drawing a smooth shape. So I'm gonna delete all this. The smart drawing tool, same as these guys. They just make your drawing to appear more presentable. Then we have the pen tool. Pen tool is one of the tools you use most on Corel Draw and drawing objects. I use the pen tool mostly. I'm a big fan of the pen tool. You have the freehand, 2 points, the bezier, B-spline, polyline, 3-point curve. Then we have the eraser. The eraser is for erasing objects as it applies. Then we have the shape tool, the foundation for Corel Draw. Shape tool, we have square, we have the rectangle tool. You can either draw it in shape of a rectangle or a square, or basically those two. And up here you are going to see the sizes of of your rectangle or square, and you can just come here and change it. Around 4 by 4. 4 I want it, that's the direction, the XY on the page. If I want it to be on 4 cm by 4 cm on the page, I put it there. Then if I want to change the size of the rectangle or the square, I can give it, just say 6 by 3. That's going to give us a rectangle for sure. See what I'm saying? This is a rectangle. So I'm going to delete this. We have 3-point rectangle. It's for basically drawing rectangles to for 3 points. Can delete that. You have the ellipse too. Draw an oval, circle, egg shape, anyhow you want it to be. Then we have the polygon. Polygon too, if you should check up here, you can see it has different how many sides. This 1 2 3 4 5. You want to change the sides, you can just come up here and increase it, till it looks till you get the shape you want. So that's polygon 2. You have star. In case you can't draw a perfect star, you can just use the star tool to get your star once. The impact tool is for doing like some mad layout. You can create some wow shit with this thing. You can increase the size, reduce it. So you can just play with that. Let's just play with the tools. I have graph paper. I use to draw. Maybe you want to input some data. You can use the graph paper. Spiral. Drawing spirals and the loopholes. You can use that also. They have common shapes. These are basically different shapes. If you come into shape 2 and click on one of these guys, you can change them into anything you want. So far they're in shape 2. So far they're under the common tool. We're through with this. This is the transparency, drop shadow, contour, blend, distort, envelope. We are going to use all these tools by the time we start. These are text tools. Let's delete this. Type fresh. So let's try and create something for my previous project. For those that are learning Corel and I basically give them project to do. First, just try and create flags. Let's say country flags that you know. So these are like flags I worked on. Try and create this flag. You can send me what you've done. You can send it to me on my Instagram page, my WhatsApp, or my Facebook. I'll leave the description link in the bottom. Let's try and create this and see what we're going to have. We're creating the Kenyan flag. So let's go. We have 8. So create a new. You can change this 8. by 5. Okay, we have our page ready. On CorelDRAW, if you want to have the exact rectangle of this page, instead of drawing it, bringing it out and draw like this to get, you may not get the exact page. What you can just do is double click on the rectangle tool, double click on it. It will bring out the exact rectangle for you that you are going to work with. You then always, remember, always come back to your pick tool. Let's check the flag. It has black, red, green. Let's create a layout first. First, this one should be white background. Then you can right click on this and drag it all up, and let's click copy. What color does it have again? Black. You can give it black. I like it in CMKY 100. So you can just duplicate this. Red. Give that red. Duplicate this. Ctrl Z. Green. So if you can look closely, you see this has some outline here. So what you just need to do is highlight everything, click on click on F12, then come here, none. It will remove the outline. See, no outline on this, but as you click on this, you can see it increases the outline on the artwork. Then just remove that. So you're going to see there is this oval shape here. How can we come to that? And we have to take note. You can see it has some pointy edge. We should just come here and click on the ellipse tool, then use this. It looks good, but we won't achieve what it looks like there. So what I'm going to do, delete. If you want to get a perfect circle, hold Ctrl, then drag. You see, you get a perfect circle. No matter what you do, the circle will be perfect. Hold Ctrl, then leave it. So let's duplicate this. Ctrl D. You can see. Then highlight both of them. Then you see this weld tool here. Once you highlight both shape, you see weld, trim, intersect, simplify, front minus back, back minus front, or create boundary. So all this has their function, but I think I'll intersect should do what I want. You see here, I have my outcome already. So intersect is the right one for the job. You can just press P. Once you press P on CorelDRAW, it's going to bring your shape or object right to the middle of your work. So you can see, let me just copy this so I can have a front view instead of coming back here onto the. So you can see this. is looking a little bit oblong, so let me duplicate this for what is by the side here. Can just duplicate, Ctrl C, Ctrl D. Can just duplicate this, duplicate this over here. So what I'll just do is I'll clip it inside. Take this to power clip. So I'll give this color red. There's a tool I like on this latest update of Corel, the eyedropper tool. Once you select the eyedropper tool, you will have a color anywhere on your screen. Just click this, see, and drop. It will give it this exact color. And just use the eyedropper tool. So to edit those inside, click on edit to bring you inside the overall tool. Power click inside, give it color black. Give this color black. Remove the outline. Finish. Let's remove this outline to none. So let's try and get these guys here that look like cowries. To get that, we just use this oval. You can do that. Then you can also use the rectangle to give it this straight line here. So what we are going to do is highlight both again. Then we come to, I think trim should do this. Trim, yes. Then we have it. Now you can just duplicate this, then mirror it. Click on the mirror up here. You can find the mirror tool. You want upside down, side, front. You have the mirror tool here. Let's give this color white. You can see it has outline. The outline here is visible, is needed. So we're just going to come F12. Let's see, 1 centimeter. I'll be 0.1 centimeters. Okay, no, too much. 0.5. Okay, let's see. With that, I'll decrease it. Ctrl Z. Let me decrease the outline. So anything that works for you, you can just choose anything that works for you. For me, I think 0.5 is too much. 0.25 should be okay, because I'll still reduce it a little bit. Just put it there, then duplicate. It's advisable to power clip these guys inside. Power clip. We have oval, this little oval in between. Just put the guy here, white. F12, 0.25. You try to make it work. So let's go edit content. P, make it align, widen it a little bit. You can just group this. So now that I finish, then our shield also have an outline. You may not be able to see it, but okay, as I put it here, you can see the shield has an outline. So let me give it the outline. F12. Too thick. Oh, what am I doing? 0.575. That's okay. You can change the color on a little bit darker. I just use the eyedropper to select this. Okay. So the arrow at the back, we are going to use rectangle. One thing about CorelDRAW is that you have to be creative, like always think out of the box. This arrow now, the shape is not in the CorelDRAW 2 or Basic 2, you can't find it anywhere. What you have to do is think of how you can make something like this possible, how you can bring it out. So let's see, you can use other steps, but this is what I will use if you are me. So just draw your stick, the handle, and we come to shape 2. Under shape 2, you see these 4 points. Once you select it on the rectangle, you drag them, it will give you a curved bottom for your handle that is here. So how do we get this pointed part? You can use a rectangle and a circle. You can use a circle, but see what I'm going to do. Let me take you through what I usually do. Normally I just use a rectangle. I can even this small rectangle, I can turn it into the big thing. So let's use the rectangle. What we are going to do is select shape 2. We are going to convert it to curve. You can press Ctrl Q, we do that, or you can just right click and see to curve. Let me do that by Ctrl Z. If you right click on the object, you see convert to curve, Ctrl Q, here, convert to curve. Then these are nodes, these edges here, this white spot, you can create more nodes by double clicking on the line, but we don't need more nodes. What I'm going to do is actually remove a node. That's the edge. These are nodes. So I'll click on this straight line, then right click and press to curve. I'm going to change that to a curve. I'll curve the bottom. You can just pull it out. See that? I can remove this node so it looks like it's a smooth, and you can just leave it to have it if you want it to be a pointed arrow. You know, some arrow have pointed ends, but I want mine to be smooth, like a spear. So see, this pointed. Let me give them color so we can see what we're dealing with. Color white. You can see it's looking like a spear, but I will need to use this weld tool. See, we basically use all the two here. These are tools that you should be conversant with when you are doing your using CorelDRAW. So weld, combine it. See, now they are all one. This is 1, one object, one shape like that. See, duplicate that. And you just rotate. Let me elongate this a little bit. Bring this guy to. Why are you going to back shape too? So control page down, it will bring the arrow back to the back of the artwork you want it to be on. So let's see, still need some adjustment. You have some adjustments. So what it looks like, can you file? Okay, one more thing, we need to give it outline. So change the color, so your color right, make sure your color rhymes. Okay, don't need this guy no more. You can select everything, go into the, make sure there is no outline, then Ctrl A, and group it. Oh shit, we need that outline. Okay, Ctrl A, group, then voila, we have our CorelDRAW tutorial. So this is basically how to create a flag on CorelDRAW. This is basically an introduction. So you can see we have different tools. That on today's episode on introduction to CorelDRAW. I'm going to hit you guys up on when my next video is going to be coming out. I would like you to hit the subscribe button and share to your friends. So our next class is going to be on basically how to design a logo or probably some that. And I'd like to make a shout out to our sponsor at compudemic, where ICT Academy. At this place, you can check on their website compudemic.com. They are having some free programs which is being run for free as at now due to, and you can learn online. Self-committing center, you can learn online. Check out their website www.